midday lineup.
I'm excited.
Are you ready for Tavis Smiley, Dr. Cornel West, Jesse Jackson Jr., D.L. Hughley, and E. Quarterly Corte back to back?
Oh my God.
Are you really ready for all this smoke?
I'm ready, brother.
Yes, we still have Dominique DePrima in the mornings and Zoe Williams in the evenings, but middays just got lit on KBLA Talk 1580.
We on fire.
All across America, people are talking about our new midday lineup. Starting Monday, January 6th, our KBLA 1580 app downloads are on fire because everybody's going to be tuning in.
Yes, I love you guys. You are the bomb.
Now would be a good time to hit up SMB at KBLA1580.com if you want folks to hear about your business or brand. That's SMB at KBLA1580.com. It's going up in 2025 on KBLA Talk 1580.
It's going up.
That's what I want.
I'm Zoe Williams, the voice of reason. If your relationship is in trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still exist? What are your bedroom turnoffs? Fantasies and fetishes. Financial infidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait? Trust me, this gonna be crazy.
How about the heavy stuff?
The child wasn't his, and he still had to pay child support.
It's a very heated topic.
How was that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I just like to kiss it. There's something wrong with that.
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my neck.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
Zoe Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
That's the summary of the entire course, and the course is about as long as as the Bible. It's huge, but it can summarize in these few words. If you understand what that means, you don't need to do the course. You might still enjoy reading it, but you don't need it. Now, these are the interesting lines here. About defensiveness. When you feel the need arise to be defensive about anything, know that you have identified yourself with an illusion. It is not danger that comes when defenses are laid down. It is safety, it is peace, it is joy, and it is God. So, when you feel the need arise to be defensive about anything, know that you have identified yourself with an illusion. When you become defensive about something, then it will be something that is conceptual. You as a concept or some concept you hold that you need to defend because you have identified with it, so you are defending your sense of self, your fictitious sense of self. That means you're defending an illusion. When you don't defend, because the truth of who you are does not need to be defended, so to let go of defenses can be a way of accessing the deeper dimension of who you are. And of course it takes you beyond ego, because the defensiveness is ego. Ego is conceptual identity.
If he get any quieter, hey, listen, I love Eckhart Tolle, but he's quiet, but them words are loud. And he's right. He's right. This is why I always tell people, be careful of what you identify with. If you identify with something, you automatically enroll yourself in its army. You've got to defend it. I'm a this, I'm a that. You've got to defend it. And he said, where there's defensiveness, what do we have? Ego. Right? Very powerful stuff. I love it. Tonight's topic, the spiritually cruel. No one is better than anyone else.
One of the favorite things that I have that Eckhart Tolle said, and I feel I got to meet him many years ago, which was awesome. He says, you are walking in the woods and you see a bear. This is not a problem. This is a situation.
This is a situation. Yes, it is.
Oh my gosh, there's a bear. Like, what do I do?
First off, black people, you shouldn't be in the woods. No, no, but this is very interesting because, and we see it a lot, when one reads a portion of a book, they automatically think they have a handle on the totality of the message within the book, and they want to go out and they want to teach. And then as they're teaching, they have this sense of grandiosity. I'm helping you. I'm lifting you. But you have to realize, if you're a real teacher, you're looking at a mirror. I've always said a mentor is a mirror of an undeveloped version of the mentor. And that's the mentor mentee relationship. You see something in the mentee that you recognize within yourself. You see a capacity. You see an ability to learn and grow and evolve into what you have become and more. Do you see? The mentee can take what the mentor has and elevate it. And the mentor sees that in an embryonic fashion, right? So you can't have superiority or judgment or judgmentalism or condescension, because you know the seed is in the mentee that could at one point in their development surpass your own. So there must be a level of humility there, and you can't mistreat the mentee, right? You have to take this on as a sacred kind of divine duty to kind of nurture this person along the road until they're able to do it themselves.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. And it's as you're sharing this and your insights, a number of years ago when I was doing more coaching stuff, and the whole idea of, you got to coach with coaches to be a good coach. And some of those, when you talk about the mentee mentor, some of those coaches I picked, I think that their guidance, some of it was good, and some of it was very, very flawed. And so when you go to someone as a spiritual guru or some type of coach, and you're looking to be rescued, you're looking for answers, whether it's in a reading, in a coaching session, to not have to take I can just have this answer and not take responsibility in a way. Instead of, this person is not a god, they don't know all the answers. One of my coaches at the time many years ago said, fly first class because you are. And and like that really wasn't responsible, because you need to live within your means, I think. So
was he asking you to visualize and project this image?
He was saying, you need to and he walked around this person walked around like he was some mega celebrity, but you wouldn't know who he was because it was just in a niche. So it's like, no, you got to fly first class, you got to stay in this hotel, do these things. And then it's just like weird. It becomes almost like, I think one has to be very careful where things become too much like from community and they become cult-like.
Ooh,
see, that's what
I like that. I love it. I love it. That's why I love Krishnamurti. Krishnamurti says it a little differently. He says, I'm going to do my Krishnamurti voice. Either we're doing this together or we're not doing it at all. The speaker is not important. He says that. Like, the speaker is not important. You must do this for yourself. I said, okay, all right. And I love that approach. How does Krishnamurti's concept of rejecting authority relate to the behaviors of spiritual superiority in individuals?
We've got to question
Do you-
everything, even if someone is a multiple New York Times bestselling author, or they've got 3 million followers on Instagram and been on this show and that show.
Right.
You still, they're not your God, higher self, wise self, higher power, whatever you want to call it.
Right,
You
right.
still need to question. Do due diligence, just like hopefully you do due diligence when you go and buy a home or go into business with someone. You need to do that for yourself.
That's right. Samuel Richardson says it this way: spiritual pride is the most dangerous and the most arrogant of all sorts of pride. Because even if God bestows you with the gift of insight, psychic ability, the Christians will call it prophecy, right?
Yes.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
If God gives you that gift, it's a gift.
Mm-hmm.
And what God giveth, God could taketh away.
Yes.
Yes. Humble yourself.
And so that's another important thing I think has come up around, like what one charges for coaching or readings.
Oh, they're robbing people out here. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. They're living like Robin Leach. They're living really well. But it's true. People do take advantage of people. And oftentimes they don't see the results that were promised. That's cold-blooded. I'm sorry.
Yes. Yeah, there needs to be integrity with that, really to check in.
Yeah. And if it's a gift to you, sometimes it has to be a gift to others. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean it has to be free all the time, but sometimes you got to give.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I think in certain situations, definitely. It depends how the person finds you.
Right. Yeah. That's what I love about Christianity. They have tithes.
Yes.
Right? So does Islam. Islam has tithes as well. Zakat is give to the poor, you know. And I think that's important. In the Hindu belief system, they have something called Siva. S-E-V-A. The Sanskrit word Siva means divine service.
Yes.
So I have to go out into the world and serve the poor, serve people who lack. Why? Because God is ubiquitous. God is infinite. So even that poor person, that homeless or houseless person, God resides within them too. There's no border to God, right? So they might be down on their luck in the 3D. They might be down on their luck in this realm. But within them is the seed of the divine. So in the Hindu belief system, let's feed that person. Let's bathe that person. Let's clothe that person. And I think that's a very powerful act of worship. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I absolutely love that. And it makes me think of that expression, shine here, polish over there. I know I always feel so much better when I'm being of service to others. So sometimes maybe like it'll be from doing stuff, say, for my son's school and building their website for free and doing service that way.
Right.
Sometimes I've, you know, if I meet someone in a certain situation and I've gifted readings and, you know, I'd never turn someone away. I always try and, you know, always check in and make sure to do things in a right way.
I love it. We got callers on the line. Let's get them in here. It's time. Pensacola, Florida. Nzinga is in the house.
Hey, good evening.
What are your
Good
thoughts?
evening, Joanna. Welcome
I
back.
know you ready. What are your thoughts, Nzinga? You got a question?
No, I normally just let the cards say what they will.
So this is really interesting because I was like, oh, I was wondering who was going to be next. And what I wanted to do, and I'm going to do it now, you're not going to pick left or right. I just wanted to fan the cards. It was like, ooh.
Okay.
So it was just like this. It's like a launching off. It's in the flow. So what I would say with that is I feel you're very much aligned. You're very much in the flow. I feel like, yeah, I mean, you're super aligned. That's my main message for you. And I feel also like as I look at this, there was no sort of stops or breaks as I fanned the cards either. It's just everything feels very bright. And when I look at it, it's got like a lovely sort of rainbow energy of just like it feels like a lot of sort of prosperity coming in for you, a lot of good things. I feel like you've done a lot of good stuff this year, and I see it like I just feel like it's like just keep going. Good things are coming in. Now let me just go to a little bit more specific. There's one card here, like there's almost like there's foundation and then there's the launching off. So I'm actually going to go with this card here, and then I'm going to pick that one afterwards, right at the sort of the top, which is the pot of gold, so to speak, at the end of the rainbow. But this, it's like, what do we need to know for you? Oh, we got the Lovers again, but and in the revert, the upside down again. So this, I feel like this is again, you are very much again like this is the theme this evening. A lot of output, a lot of giving to others. Being able to put some more focus back towards you as well, because otherwise what you need to watch for is just if you over output, then you'll suddenly it's like going from lots of energy to just like sort of that burnout where little bits of resentment can creep in, not because you want to, but just because you're getting tired because it's just too much. So it feels like the focus needs to go some love for you, because you are doing a lot for others. I feel like you hold space for a lot of other people. You do a lot. People come to you like they need you, they need your help, they need your support. Oh my gosh, and we got the star again. See, and I said there's a theme, like everyone this evening, it's like all this connection.
We aligned up in here.
Yes.
Huh? You said aligned to start the come on.
Yeah, it's amazing. So this just I mean, that's the action there for yourself. And then it just feels like, again, what's the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow? Star energy, everything you. Like, I see, again, you're a center of influence is what I'm being told. Wow. Is that true? You're a center of influence? I think you are. I know you're very humble too, so.
Well, yeah, when I look at my human design, I'm a generator. So a lot of times, I can influence people or things I do. I kind of let people know, okay, this is going on, this is what I'm doing, and sometimes they follow and stuff like that. But for 2025, I only had one New Year's resolution, and it was going to be of service all year. And I've been setting up things and volunteer opportunities for myself because I just really wanted to be of service to the less fortunate, to older people, people who have lost parents. I wanted to be of service. So sounds like maybe I need to reevaluate.
No, do it. Do it.
Hold on 1 second, Nzinga. We got to come forward. You're cooking right now. When we come forward, we're going back to Pensacola, Florida. It's getting good.
Reasons. The reasons that we're here, the reasons that we fear, our feelings won't disappear. You're listening to the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
If you're living with dry age-related macular degeneration or dry AMD, you may be at risk for developing geographic atrophy or GA. GA can be unpredictable and progress rapidly, leading to irreversible vision loss. Now there's something you can do to
slow it down and get it going slower.
Izervay is proven to slow GA progression.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Izervay or avacincaptad pagel is a prescription eye injection used to treat GA. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may temporarily increase eye pressure. Your vision may be impaired after an eye injection or exam. Don't delay. Ask your doctor about Izervay today.
Izervay gets GA going slower.
Visit Izervay.com. That's IZERVAY.com.
Hey, what are you doing up on the step stool?
About to clean these light fixtures. The whole family's coming over, and if there's even a speck of dust in the house, my abuela will find it.
Here, I got a Swiffer duster to help with that.
A Swiffer what?
A Swiffer duster. It has this cool extendable handle that reaches 6 feet to get high and low, with fluffy dusters that easily trap and lock dust.
So, no more step stool?
No more step stool.
Easily trap and lock dust from hard-to-reach places with the Swiffer duster. Love it or your money back.
Thanks to Total Wine, you saved more on all the gifts for the ones you adore. Wine, spirits, beers, all nestled on shelves. Got some advice from our helpful elves. Oh, so many gifts to explore when you go to Total Wine and more. Bottles so delightful, whoa. Priced so amazingly low.
Curbside pickup and delivery available, and the lowest prices for over 30 years only at Total Wine and More.
Drink responsibly, B21.
KBLA Talk 1580. We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. LA County's new Justice Care and Opportunities Department, or JCOD, is here to support justice-involved individuals and their families. The JCOD Support Center is now taking calls at 1-833-LACJCOD. That's 1-833-522-5263. Available 7 days a week from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m., the Support Center is your one-stop shop for re-entry issues and court support. They offer court reminders, connections to local services, transportation assistance for housing, court appearances, and childcare. The JCOD hotline provides personalized help to connect you with services that you need. And don't forget to check out justiceconnect.org for more information. Remember, it's free and available every day at 1-833-522-5263. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
You know you want some more. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
For those of you that think that gospel music has gone too far, you think we've gotten too radical with our message. Well, I got news for you. You ain't heard nothing yet. And if you don't know, now you know. Glory, glory! Better put them hands together and act like you know up in here. GP. Lately I've been going through some things that's really got me down. Put your hands together. Come on. I need somebody to help me come and turn my life around. I feel like having some church up in here. Come on, chat. I can't explain it. I can't obtain it. Jesus, your love is so. It's so amazing. It gets me high up to the sky. Hallelujah. And when I think about your goodness, it makes me wanna stop. You can't take my joy, devil. Makes me clap.
Up to me, you will completely miss who I am. If you look up to me, probably you will make a picture and nail me to your wall. But you will miss the whole point of who I am. You must look at me as I am, not looking up. Never look up to anybody, never look down on anybody.
In college, we are taught to give importance to ourselves, self-love, self-confidence, self-esteem.
What is this self-love? What's happening in your school?
In society, I mean in general.
Oh.
They teach us to give importance to ourselves to such an extent that we no longer know how to be humble. So can you please tell us how we can become humble again?
Oh. See, there is no need to be humble, or there is a need to be arrogant. Now that you're asking me this question, let me tell you. My daughter traveled with me, alone with me in the car, when she was 3.5 months old. I drove all over the country with this little baby in the car. So she grew up in many people's homes. I made one rule, because everybody, this is a problem with adults, when they see a child, they pounce on them like predatory animals, they want to teach something. It is such a everybody wants to teach 1, 2, 3, 4 or ABC.
Sadhguru, I'm gonna have to get you tomorrow because this story long, but guess what? It was good. The part that we got to. Sadhguru. I love Sadhguru, by the way. But why do all the gurus gotta have this obtuse, deep kind of don't be humble and don't be arrogant? Don't be either one. Huh? Okay. I love what he was saying, though. It was making perfect sense. It's just that we have callers on the line that I have to get to. Nzinga, Pensacola, Florida. Talk to me. We got to get the rest of your reading out. Let's go.
Nzinga. So,
yes.
So when you were saying about 2025 and you were wondering, should you not do all those things? I would say absolutely yes. And when I was saying, it was interesting actually, what you just played there with the lady saying, about self-care. And you see, the way I look at self-care is sometimes someone like Nzinga, who is so much about of being service to others. It's just we want to make sure that that's not an egotistical thing. It's we need to, sometimes you got to fill yourself up a little bit. Otherwise, how can you be of service to others if you're just constantly output? Right. That's not an ego thing. So sometimes I think like the word self-love gets
kind of misconstrued.
Yeah. Or self-care gets like, self-care, and then there's all this like
self-care turns into selfishness.
Right. Exactly. Right. But with this, what I just saw with this was when you had the lovers and it was in the reverse, it was more like, you just need to put some energy towards you, and then that way, then with all the commitments you have or you're choosing to do, then it won't overwhelm you. You don't want to get to the point where suddenly it's like, it's too much, and resentment suddenly creeps in. I know you never show it, and you would keep being of service, but you know what I mean when you're like, and it's like, gosh, suddenly it becomes a burden.
Obligated.
Yes, it becomes exactly. Yeah, it becomes an obligation, and it becomes suddenly like that thing where being of service should be of joy. Like it really should feel great to be of service,
and not a chore.
Yes, exactly.
I love it. And Nzinga, was she on point?
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, she was. Thank you so much.
Guess what you just did?
Everybody. I brought Pensacola in the building.
Pensacola, Florida is in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. When we come forward, we going to Atlanta, Georgia. The A.
It's up in here. Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Say women GP, can't obtain it. Jesus, your love. Hallelujah. What does it do, y'all? Where to, y'all? Oh, when I think of His goodness. Come on and tell me what you want to do. Oh, yeah. Put them together.
He's on fire tonight. It's the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams, exclusively on KBLA Talk 1580.
I'm Amber Payton with 4 things you should know from BIN News. The White House says President Biden has been briefed on the school shooting in Madison, Wisconsin. African-American Police Chief Sean Barnes says 3 people are dead and several are injured after the shooting at a K-12 Christian school. He adds one of the deceased is believed to be the juvenile shooter who was a student at the school. Black New York City Mayor Eric Adams says he's not worried about being denied public matching funds for his 2025 re-election bid. Adams told news reporters during a City Hall Q&A on Monday that his campaign has plenty of money. Bernard Johnson is set to become El Paso, Texas' new mayor after Saturday's runoff. Johnson will become El Paso's first black mayor. And the Jackson State University Tigers are now the new national champions of black college football. They achieved the prestigious honor Saturday by winning the Celebration Bowl 28-7 against South Carolina State University at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Get BIN News on demand 24/7 at BINnews.com.
Looking for a Lenovo gaming computer this holiday? Go straight to the source, Lenovo.com, and get the best prices on the Lenovo you want, like the Legion Pro 5 gaming laptop. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. Somebody bring out the confetti, baby!
Starting Monday, January 6th, KBLA Talk 1580 has a new midday lineup.
I'm excited!
Are you ready for Tavis Smiley, Dr. Cornel West, Jesse Jackson Jr., D.L. Hughley, and E. Quarterly Corte back-to-back?
Oh my God!
Are you really ready for all this smoke?
I'm ready, brother!
Yes, we still have Dominique DePrima in the mornings and Zoe Williams in the evenings, but middays just got lit on KBLA Talk 1580.
We on fire!
All across America, people are talking about our new midday lineup. Starting Monday, January 6th, our KBLA 1580 app downloads are on fire because everybody's going to be tuning in.
Yes, I love you guys. You are the bomb.
Now would be a good time to hit up SMB at KBLA1580.com if you want folks to hear about your business or brand. That's SMB at KBLA1580.com. It's going up in 2025 on KBLA Talk 1580.
It's going up. That's what I want.
Hey, LA, it's time to step up and be a climate change hero. Go Metro and help us shape a better future for all Angelinos. From enhancing our diverse communities to preserving our planet, Metro is dedicated to making a positive impact with every ride. Start your journey at metro.net.
Okay, so last time I had insurance, I got hit with huge bills every time I saw the doctor.
You gotta get a plan with low copays and no deductibles. That's what those big bills are. I got a plan through Covered California. Now it doesn't cost so much to go see a doctor.
Seriously?
Yeah, and they have a bunch of options like that, so you can find one that works for you and your cash flow.
I can swing that.
We all have questions. Covered California has answers and can find a health plan that's right for you. Covered California, this way to health insurance.
If we're the ones disproportionately impacted by these climate catastrophes,
Why should we be silent?
turning up the volume all year long on the climate conversation for KBLA Talk 1580. KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 reminds you that we keep us safe. Every girl deserves a chance to shine. That's the belief behind Forgiving for Living, Inc. Since 1999, this organization has been empowering at-risk girls ages 13 to 18, helping them overcome behavioral and mental health challenges. Founder Wendy Gladney's personal journey inspired the mission to give girls hope and purpose through the power of forgiveness. Through their ambassador program, workshops, and annual conference, Forgiving for Living has touched over 3,000 young lives, providing mentoring, life skills, training, and tools for building self-esteem and confidence. You can make a difference. Visit forgivingforliving.org to donate, volunteer, become a mentor, or find help for a young girl in need. Forgiving for Living, Inc., building brighter futures for young girls. Visit forgivingforliving.org today. This is a community call to action from KBLA Talk 1580.
Eggs are a staple in our diets, and there's only one egg with more delicious farm fresh taste plus superior nutrition. Eggland's Best. With more vitamins, including 6 times more vitamin D and 10 times more vitamin E, plus 25% less saturated fat than ordinary eggs. Available in so many delicious varieties: classic, cage-free, and organic. Eggland's Best. Better taste, better nutrition, better eggs.
KBLA Talk 1580.
We've got a lot to talk about.
KBLA Talk 1580 is committed to self-care and community well-being. Walk Good LA was formed in June 2020, inspired by the Black Lives Matter movement and the beginning stages of the COVID-19 pandemic. What began as a few minutes of breath work and yoga meditation before protests against police brutality turned into a safe space for the community to heal in hard times. The immensely positive response from the community transformed the momentum into a movement. Today, Walk Good LA is a Black and Brown-led community wellness organization based in Los Angeles. They provide spaces for healing through offer community yoga classes, guided meditations, hikes, run clubs, and other activations throughout Los Angeles that attract hundreds of members weekly. With the help of Propel and Michael B. Jordan, they now have a yoga and wellness studio in Los Angeles called the Walk Good Yard. To join their mailing list and connect with healing spaces, please visit walkgoodla.org. That's walkgoodla.org. Or find them on Instagram at walkgoodla. This is a community call to action, a community call to healing from KBLA Talk 1580.
Febreze. As a rideshare driver, I love keeping my car smelling fresh and clean. So when I'm driving, I only trust Febreze car vent clips, featuring 3 distinct intensity settings, because it's that little touch that sets me apart. I can turn the intensity down for subtle freshness, or I can turn it up for when I want lots of scent. So whether it's set to low, medium, or high, with Febreze car, I know my car's going to smell amazing. Which keeps my driver rating right where it belongs. Picking up, Oscar!
Sometimes I struggle to get to sleep. My body stopped for the day, but my mind is still running. So I take ZzzQuil.
ZzzQuil, the world's #1 sleep aid brand, has a range of non-habit-forming products to fit you and your family's needs. Invest in a great night's sleep for the best you tomorrow.
I'm awake and ready to take on anything.
Better days start with ZzzQuil nights. Explore our products at ZzzQuil.com. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
You're listening to the Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams. Only on KBLA Talk 1580.
What are you trying to say, Yolanda? Look, forget about all that other junk. This battle ain't yours. It's the Lord's. Think about it. And then start shouting. Help me sing. There's no pain Jesus can't feel. There is no hurt that he cannot heal. All things work, yes they do, according to the Master's purpose and His holy will. No matter what you in the balcony are going through, remember that God only wants a chance to use you.
Why do you need esteem? Why do you need esteem? Esteem is because you want to be little one-up on somebody else all the time. Unfortunately, our education systems were made like this right from kindergarten. Who is first, who is second, who is third? You want to be first. So, your sense of happiness is only when everybody is doing worse than you. What kind of life is that? Why are we structuring our lives like this, that if everybody is doing badly, I will feel great? I think it's sickness. Hello? You think it's joy or sickness, please tell me. If all of you are doing badly, I feel great because I am #1 now. No, this should go. From an early age, unfortunately, this is being imposed upon a child's mind that…
That's Sad Guru. He was
Amazing.
cooking.
Wow.
See, that superiority, ego, arrogance, it doesn't fit in spirituality. It really doesn't. You're either serving or you're in the way.
A servant leader would be…
I like that. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. We have so many callers, and Joanna is cooking. Now, let me just say this. Let's move this along quicker because we want to get to everyone.
Okay.
We want to get them out of here. Okay? So we can get to every single one. Nazarene X and then Cali Soul. Nazarene X, Atlanta, Georgia. What are your thoughts?
I think Joanne is do what she been doing this whole time. Let me sit here with my tisms and take this blessing. Shout out to you. I love it. Peace and love to you. Thank you for being with us.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's wonderful to connect with you. Do you have a specific question, or you just want to hear maybe what you want to ask
All
something?
of the above for real, but we got to keep it alone. You just got to whatever you got going on. I can actually dip and move out the way. It's all love.
All right, so
she going.
I love it.
Okay.
Yeah, so now I'm mixing cards here. This is where we're at now. We're doing this. I'm gonna go. We're gonna go. This is what I'm getting here. What I'm being told is I'm being told the middle path, and just so instead of picking left or right, it's like part the waves.
Okay.
Wow. I'm like, wow, this is getting like a little bit biblical with the Red Sea.
Yeah.
Yes, Moses.
Come on, Jesus for 3. I'm with that. Shout out to the big homie.
I'm gonna throw these headphones if you keep cutting.
Just like,
Listen,
it's so strange. I'm like holding.
we got company tonight. Don't act up now.
Yes, sir.
So I really, so I just felt like, oh, not left or right, like this parting of waves, and then there's this, and then it's interesting. There's 6 cards here. Whoa, like how do we go fast? Okay. I'm gonna go with what I feel is, even though there's 6 here, and I feel like this relates to sort of different people, and we'll see what it is. Different people, different situations in your life. But when I look at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, going from left to right, I'm really drawn to number 3. Like this 3rd card here feels like the center. So we're going to go like this. So this says to me then, when I look at this alignment, this is stuff from more from sort of past or things from this year. This is what's happening right now, and then this is sort of what's coming next. This is subconscious. Wow, we're getting complex here, and this is sort of like the underlying thing. Okay, let's try and fly through this. Okay, so things from this year, themes, interesting. Hanged Man coming in reverse with 7 of Pentacles. So what does that mean? It means that I feel like there's been quite a few, like definitely challenging situations, but someone in particular, we won't get into that now, but I feel like there's someone who's been quite challenging that you've had to deal with, and you've handled it really, really, really well. And that situation is something to do with, I'm wondering, like, wow, what is that relationship? Because there's some money stuff around that. And then sort of having to let go. Was there some type of sort of like thing that you were dealing with something with having to part ways, some type of relationship coming to an end? Was this
yes, ma'am. I'll just say yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Tell the truth and shame the devil.
Okay. But I just want you to know, I feel like it's a very, very difficult situation, and you've handled this really well. And there has been, and I feel like it's almost as if, like, I don't know how to say it, sort of your guides, God's spirit, higher self is saying that, look, some of the things are difficult, or maybe where it feels like it hasn't been fair. Like, I feel pain around this. I'm like, it's going to be okay. Like, there is good stuff coming. Like, there's some loss there for you, but there will be sort of like justice, so to speak. Now, this is where you're at now. You see the Ace of Cups is in reverse. This is like, so there's a lot of sort of like emotional stuff to sort of, again, this is like the theme this evening, output of energy. You've like given so much. I feel some of this situation that you went through as well feels really unfair, because you do so, again, like I'm repeating myself saying, you do so much for others. Like, you do a lot. So it's almost like, oh, well, why did this happen? Why did this turn out this way? But there is a silver lining to it. This is going to be sort of like the launch pad, and I'm going to look at but before I reveal that, I'm going to go to the underlying energy, things you need to watch for that could play out. When you were talking before, Zoe, about the mentor-mentee thing, this is like watch for these underlying subtle energies. Oh yeah, so 6 of Swords and then the 2 of Pentacles. So this is about like controlling and being controlled, because again, like, I feel like underlying energy of sorrow here, like this is heavy, and this goes to what you were talking before, actually. So I think you were, where did it come up this evening? Who said, was it Zoe? One of the recordings of sometimes like it's better not to sort of go and engage or fight against, the defensiveness. Like,
Yes.
don't be defensive with it, even though you are right. You actually are right with this. So it's like,
There's a difference between right and correct. Does that come in with you? I'm sorry. I'm with you, Queen. I love you, man.
Hey, man, we love you, brother. Nazarene X, guess what you did? Oh, he gone. We got to keep it pushing. Cali Soul, get in here. Let's do it quickly. Let's go.
Wow.
Good evening. Interesting thing. As soon as I called in, I was doing something and my waist beads broke.
Your what broke?
What happened?
My
Your waist
waist
bead. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Waist
African
bead.
spirituality.
Beads around her waist.
Oh.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
and the last time I broke waist beads, I was in Jamaica. That was like 2 years ago, so I found that very interesting.
Yeah, that means something. It does.
It does.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to ask a question? Do you want to go the way of everyone else, which they let Joanna?
I'm at a crossroads.
You at a crossroads.
So,
let me sit back.
I'm at a crossroads, and I'd like a reading in regards to that because I have muddied my water, very, very muddy over here. So
let's just look at what do you need to know next. Because, when things like when you're saying you muddy your water, I just feel your water, right? You're being tough on yourself. I feel like you're really hard on yourself. The thing when you just talked about the beads breaking, that this is really about, like, what I get from this is it's about sacred space and like a lot of why is your water muddied right now because of not being clear about what you want. The boundary, like moving forward, what do you do? Get really, 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 and wow, how many times am I going to say really, really honest with yourself, which is going to take some courage. I mean, look, I know you're very strong, you're very spiritually attuned, like you work a strong spiritual program, I feel, very, very much so. But this is just like next level. I know you're also, I just want to just confirm for you, you're already at a mastery level, but then it's almost like you're being called forth for more so that you can be of greater service is what is coming for you next. So actually I'm just gonna pick one card here. I don't feel like I need to mix them a lot or anything because like a lot of things I feel are sort of, yes, we create free will in our lives, but I feel like certain things, like very much like your path is sort of, feels like it's sort of quite laid out for you. So this one card I have here, it's interesting. Oh wow, it's Knight of Wands. It was in reverse. Like the theme would be is wow, it's interesting. Like I wonder who because like when I look at this, is there like do you have a do you have a child at all?
no,
You don't. Okay.
Not yet.
Gosh, because I look at this and I just see it again. Like when I looked at this, I was like, oh, is it relationship? Is it someone coming in because it was about being rescued? And then I was seeing about a child. But when I look at that child, like I feel like that child is a teenager. So I'm just like, what does that have to do with you? That there's some teenager that is connect with you or someone that there is some type of relevance or importance with that. So I don't know exactly what that means. Sometimes like little glimpses of things come. So maybe that's something like to look out for, or it doesn't make sense now. And when I say teenager, like the more I get shown, I'm going between sort of like, it's hard. I mean, they're like somewhere between 17 and 22 years old. It's a male teenager. There's some type of impact or influence of something that is coming into your life with this. And I don't know exactly what that means, but when it happens, you're going to be like, oh my gosh. So maybe write it down or sort of look with that. But the main thing I say, do not be tough on it. Is there anything specific you want to ask at all, just so we can get some sort of like...
Stay right there.
Yeah.
When we come forward, Callie Soul's going to ask that specific question. We got two more callers after her. Let's go.
Okay.
Is it good to you? More Voice of Reason with Zoe Williams when we come forward.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline Nasal Spray?
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it!
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Why pay more for prescriptions? Stop overpaying and start saving with SingleCare. It's easy. Find your prescription on singlecare.com, show the coupon at the pharmacy, and start saving. SingleCare works at pharmacies nationwide and is completely free to use, whether you have insurance or not. So the next time you fill a prescription, check SingleCare to make sure you're getting the best price. Take control of your prescription costs. Go to singlecare.com or download the free app today.
You know you want some more. More. It's the voice of reason with Zoe Williams on KBLA Talk 1580.
Let me hear the worshipers! Where's all of my praises?
Ladies and gentlemen, the VOR, the voice of reason, live on KBLA Talk 1580. I had to play the protective gospel music. Beautiful playlist, and you already know my soundtrack, my playlist is my co-host. You already know how I get down. And of course, we have Joanna Garzelli in the building. She's a reader, and we've been talking about spiritual elitism and providing readings for people that are calling in from all over the country. We got to do it quick. Okay? We got 8 minutes. We got to do it. We got 7 minutes. We got to do it quick. Cali Soul, Denver, Colorado. You ready?
Yes.
All right, ask your question.
I actually can release the line for somebody else.
You don't have a question, or do you? You don't want to ask it.
Yeah, I don't want to ask.
That's come on, Pisces. I know. It ain't nothing but love. We love you, Cali Soul. Call in anytime. Let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it pushing. Truemonger. No. Yeah, Truemonger. Let's go.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yes. So you got a question? Listen, we got to move quick.
No, not a question. I'll just take the reading.
All right.
Okay.
Let's see.
All right. Let's see.
What do you see for Truemonger after weeks of not calling in?
Look at that. It just
fell out.
It just
wow.
jumped out.
Here
Whoa,
we go.
what is going on here? Sometimes it's celebrate. Sometimes, I'm like, wow. Like my first thought was, I hope you're not getting yourself in trouble. But then I was like, oh, celebration. So
here you go.
Okay, so I don't want to say like it's a warning. It's more like a reminder. You are very charismatic. You know how to attract and draw to you energy, attention, to be center of attention. And not that you try to do that. It's more like I think that you entertain. And I think sometimes what's happening is just be aware of sometimes of the people that you are drawing in. Like maybe don't be quite so, like be open, but be mindful of how you are open. So that you truly like bring into your life people that are really, really, not have troublemakers or gossips or people that can sort of stir things up. That's what I feel like you need to watch for, because that's
so
my
you
main,
asking him not to talk for how long? A week?
No.
I'm just basically she said be quiet, Truemonger, for a week.
Yeah, I think I can handle that.
No. But is she on? Is she on to something? Because only you know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always looking out for that. So she's not wrong.
Because you have to you have a lot of charisma And so sometimes it's like Icarus, fly to, close to the sun and you burn your wings. Just be careful because of your charisma and the draw that you have.
Be careful of the moths that are flying towards your flame, brother.
But be you. You don't need to overextend yourself or prove yourself or do too much.
True Monger, guess what you just did?
You brought Dallas in the building.
You already know. Dallas, Texas is in the building. Our final caller of the night, my brother, Pastor John, Mountain View, Hawaii. Get in here.
I'm already in here. Greetings and blessings to all. Hope y'all are ready for the holiday season. But go ahead and drop the cards, ma'am.
Good
Honored
evening,
guest,
Pastor John.
just drop the cards.
I love
Just
it.
drop the cards.
Drop
Here
the
we
cards.
go.
Okay, we could do that. We could just sort of drop it.
Let's see.
We'll just throw it down. Ooh, look at that. Wow, that's really cool. I like that. This is it's funny actually. I look at this and the first words that pop into my head are Stairway to Heaven.
Ooh.
Not the song, but Stairway to Heaven. Not that it's nothing about anyone going to heaven right now, but that idea of, I feel, okay, I'm just going to go with what I get from this. It's like literally walking that holy path, and you don't even, one doesn't even have to walk. It's like, I almost see like it's like a walking on air. There's all this like very musical energy around you, but I'm gonna go and turn over the top card because I feel like it's just like it's almost like it's a gift. And before I even turn it over, again, image, like what I'm being shown, an image of like a gold plate, and oh wow, there's some really interesting themes coming this evening. We had Moses earlier, now I'm hearing about John the Baptist, whoa. Okay, so this is so interesting here and this card came up before for the end of, I didn't get to say it. Whose reading was it?
It was Nazarene X.
Yes, and it went right. So this is this would be about not overextending yourself, because why am I being shown John the Baptist? Because I think of he did all these really amazing things and then he got beheaded, right? Didn't he?
Did John the Baptist get beheaded? He got in trouble.
Well, for being for doing too
doing too
much, being too again, this is sort of a theme here. So it comes like this idea of not overextending yourself, because first of all I got shown the golden plate and I saw fruit on it. I saw grapes, I saw oranges, I saw banana, I saw this beautiful array of fruit, and then it was like, oh, but watch for the head on the platter, so to speak. So
don't be distracted even.
Just really staying true, staying your path is staying really, really true to your path. I don't know. Again, these are things that you need to meditate on it in your own way, because I know you're ultra spiritual yourself. But it's just interesting, that theme. So maybe it's quiet meditation time, sort of asking whether, okay, if I were to sort of receive insight from John the Baptist, and to allow that to come in.
Hey, John, we got to bounce like bad checks on Friday the 13th. Listen, we love it, brother. We love it. We love you. Thank you for the call. We got to go, but you already know tomorrow I'm going to have another slapper topic. We start the conversation. It's up to you to finish it. I want to thank Joanna Garzelli for coming in and sharing her gift with the voice of reason. From time to time, I want to break away from some of the deep topics and go even deeper. We'll see you tomorrow with another slapper. Deuces.
Come on, everybody, sing hallelujah. Sing hallelujah to our God. Glory, hallelujah. It's to our God. Come on, say every praise. Say every praise.
KBLA 1580 Santa Monica.